Welcome to the recap and impressions for the Nintendo Direct for March 8th, 2018. Okay, so what are these Nintendo Directs? Nintendo Directs are basically like their little, they're the little mini press conferences that get live streamed in the air, and they have themselves put together like it. It was done in alternative to the E3 press conferences, but however, when it comes to the Nintendo Directs, we get them outside the E3 area, so that does make a lot of sense. Okay, so basically, a Nintendo Direct kicked off for the 8th of March, and that is this year of 2018, so let us all go through what went down. Now, I got myself a little list of things that went down, so as I watched my Nintendo Direct, I have basically wrote down a list of things that have went down in order, and yeah. So we'll go through this long, lovely list, and we'll start off with the Nintendo 3DS, because Nintendo started off with their 3DS content. And of course, in terms of 3DS content, not much, but however, there is plenty of surprises that hit us in that thing. So, for the Nintendo 3DS, we do have the WarioWare Gold, which basically is a new WarioWare game, and that's going to be coming August 3rd. And it could be carrying a bunch of old classics, or it could be carrying new things. You'll never know. It could be like a huge sequel, or it could be like one of those little previous mini games getting remastered, like the Mario Party. But let's us all keep on going. We do have Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers that's coming May 24th, and the demo may be out on May 10th. And we also have Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story getting re-released for the 3DS. Plus, that re-release is going to add in this little Bowser Jr. expansion, and that's going to be coming around 2019. So we're going to have to wait next year. And of course, Detective Pikachu is going to be coming on the 23rd of March, and of course there is a Detective Pikachu amiibo that is coming up. Also, the biggest thing that's going to hit and surprise everybody out of the blue is Luigi's Mansion that's getting remade for the Nintendo 3DS. It is coming this year. Now, on to the Nintendo Switch announcements, and because the Nintendo Switch is going haywire, going popular like crazy, there's going to be plenty of it, and there's a lot of things. So, a Kirby Star Allies demo is out now if you want to try. Also, Okami HD is going to be coming to the Switch, and it's going to get you some touchscreen and motion controls, and it's going to be coming this summer. No release date yet, but however, there is Sushi Striker, The Way of Shushido, that's going to be coming out on the 3DS, but it's also going to be coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and you're going to be seeing that game happen on June 8th. Also, Octopath Traveler, the new Switch title from Square Enix, will be releasing on July 13th, and there will be a special edition, and there is a demo out now. Also, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, that's coming out this year, and it's going to have multiplayer co-op. Alright, and also, Dark Souls Remastered is going to be coming out on May 25th, and of course there will be a Solera of Astora amiibo that will be releasing on May 25th as well. Now they did a little mini intermission to remind you guys, but you can use your Nintendo Gold points for basic to help aid your purchases, or you can use your gold points and basically like just like cut down the price of your purchase, so that way when it comes, and it's a perfect advantage to take with you. So you can build up your gold Wii points, and then when it comes to eShop sales, if something you like, you'll be definitely doing something, and yeah, you're going to be enjoying life as you go. So that's going to be wonderful things. So that's what that mini intermission was all about, to remind you that you can use your gold points to pretty much help out your eShop purchases for the Nintendo Switch Marketplace. That'd be wonderful. And of course, there's Mario Tennis Aces that's coming out on... I couldn't get a hold of the release date because I was hearing that weird noise, and there was that weird sound that was like... this weird sort of like banging noise kind of like cut me off. And I have no idea what on earth that was. And I was like, weird. They were adding a lot of a bunch of features and all that. And you can also play regular style tennis and that has online multiplayer, but it's coming somewhere in 2018. I wish I would get a hold of a release date, but I wasn't able to get a hold of something. If there was a release date in that Nintendo Direct, but I didn't get a hold of a release date, which is kind of weird. Now, another thing to keep in mind here is that Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is coming to the Switch and the Nintendo 3DS on July 13th. Okay, so, and we do have Undertale coming to the Switch, quote-unquote, eventually. And the most ironic thing that ended up happening, Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy is going to be on the Switch on July 10th. Little Nightmares Complete Edition, which is going to give you all the DLC and all that jazz, that's going to be coming to the Switch on May 18th. South Park The Fractured Butthole is going to get ported to the Switch on April 24th. No DLC included. You're going to have to get the DLC yourself. So if you want to try out that Casa Bonita expansion, you're going to have to buy that. Okay, and Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, that will be coming May 18th. That's confirmed May 18th. Okay, so we do have ARMS getting additional content, okay, but we do have Splatoon 2 getting additional content, and however, there is an Octo expansion coming in summer 2018. And however, the biggest thing that surprised everybody and knocked everybody out of the ballpark, we thought we were going to get some Splatoon content, and then the next thing you know, all of a sudden, one of the one of the little squid kids, was looking at something or something, and then there was that burning Smash logo, and it turns out, sorry about that, and it ends up turning out that, hey, Super Smash Bros. Is coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. 2018 Super Smash Brothers, and it hit everybody out of the park. It was teasing the hell out of us. Oh, I thought we were gonna go, Splatoon related stuff. We'll probably get Splatoon 1 remastered. And then the next thing you know, everything cuts to black, and there's nothing but shadow all around here, and the darkness just surrounds this little ink kid, and this little squid kid is just like turning their back. Oh, what is that? There's a burning Smash Brothers logo, Super Smash Brothers logo. So yeah. So yes, like I said again, Super Smash Brothers 2018 coming to Switch. However, for the Nintendo Direct, what I do think of it, there was a lot of news that's hitting people out of the ballpark. There was a lot of things that went down that hit people out of the ballpark. But however, at the same time, I did have somebody come up and tell me that the Nintendo Direct was a letdown despite all of its shenanigans. And really, I think what happened here was the problem was with all the Splatoon crap. Everybody likes their Splatoon stuff. But however, to be honest with you, that goddamn Octo expansion trailer and the music was like, driving me insane. And Undertale on the Switch. Oh, hey, hey, where was the Switch? Who turned out the lights? And then next thing you know, Sans turns on the lights. Where was the Switch? How did you get it on? We're on it. Oh, hey, Undertale coming to the Nintendo Switch eventually. And then the next thing you know, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Okay, what the fuck? But hey, it's out now on the Switch. That's surprising everybody out of the ballpark. I think the biggest, most talked about thing that's about to go down is definitely Super Smash Bros. Coming to the Switch. But also the biggest thing when it comes to something that does something artistic enough, I end up almost in tears for some ironic reason. I don't know. It's the tears of joy, and it is just wonderful. It's like, okay, I gotta get a hold of this game. It's like kind of like what happened with El Shaddai, and how it would like almost nearly put me to tears. And then the next thing you know, there's The Last Guardian that almost put me to tears. It's anything that does something with artistic and it does exceed good enough, it just nearly puts me to tears. And that's what happened with Octopath Traveler with me. And it was like, oh damn, that looks pretty cool. The hype train's coming up around here, and that looks fantastic. And then there's Okami HD coming to the Nintendo Switch. I guess I'll get a hold of the Switch version. Sounds perfect. And of course, Mario Tennis Aces, I can't get a hold of the release date. If there was a release date that went down, but I have no idea what on earth that weird banging noise here. But however, that is kind of surprising to see Luigi's Mansion being remade for the 3DS and not for the Switch. That is something very interesting. And of course, a new they're going to proceed with the 3DS content. They're going to keep coming out with Nintendo 3DS content. I mean, here's the thing. You're both going to have a Nintendo 3DS. Okay, you're going to have this. So when your Nintendo Switch battery dies down and you're sitting around here plugging it and charging it, you got this with you. So you're going to be taking both this and the Nintendo Switch with you. Because Nintendo knows for a fact that. But however, Nintendo does realize that they're not going to get away with not making a Pokemon game for the Switch, so they're going to be working on it. So, which is why in one of the previous Nintendo Directs, you got one of the creators over at Game Freak being like, "Hey, we're working on a Pokemon on the Switch. We're working on Pokemon on the Switch." However, we're going to see it probably on either the next Nintendo Direct or we're just going to see that happen next year. That does depend. So we have no idea what could go down. We don't know. But however, things are things. Alright, that is all for the recap and impressions of the Nintendo Direct. And I'll be looking forward to you in the next video.